Like a country simpleton, I marveled at every small sight. The town seemed a metropolis, a terrifying wonder. Every sound amplified, every movement a jolt. I flinched at a carter banging crates to the ground, startled at a shout from a doorway. Now I understood the peasant's terror when he encountered Petersburg for the first time, the din of Nikolaevsky Station, the bustle on Nevsky Prospect. As the sledge scraped along toward the station, I couldn't help but read the signs and portents. I hadn't spent months at Ionia trapping and hunting without learning to read the news in sticks and hares and tracks and snow. All the signs were bad. I saw it in the lean, blue-tinged faces of the arrivals struggling up from the station. 2 sallow, soot-eyed women in black coats and too thin shoes dragged a heavy suitcase between them, loaded no doubt with silverware and bric-a-brac to trade with the peasants for food. He who trades on the free market trades on the freedom of the people. A grim-jawed, silent group of workers following them had to be a food requisitioning brigade. They neither spoke nor joked. They knew their assignment: to relieve peasants of their grain without recompense so they could feed their own starving brothers. I could see them pulling into themselves, hardening for the job ahead. A number of workers traveling alone walked up the main road, collars raised, a self-provisioning holiday. Their faces told me everything. No food in the city, no help, no end in sight. Behold, the station. The old man helped me down from my throne of logs. The horse snorted its clouds into the white air. The days of hard travel had taken their toll on my body. I moved like a woman of 80. Pine pitch and splinters stuck to my sheepskin and squirrelskin gloves. I held on to my snowshoes and game bag, unable to adjust to the assault of so many people. Travelers pushed past me as if I were a turnstile. I gazed up at the arches. Here was where I went wrong. Here was my chance to begin again. I shoved my way through the station and out onto the platform, where a train stood, steaming, stinking, its wheels terrifyingly outsized. After the timeless introversion of the countryside, the noise scoured my ears. The child's jerking alarm took my breath, and I clutched my snowshoes to my breast. First and second-class passengers paced the platform, stretching their legs, and doing furtive business with the peasant women selling pirashki and roasted sunflower seeds, while third-class travelers huddled in the barn doors of the boxcars, not daring to leave the train, their wooden bunks rayed behind them like shelves in a poor shop. Everyone heading east, 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 away from Petrograd, into the snowy countryside toward the Urals, escaping the turmoil and starvation in the capital of once had been. My determination wavered. It slipped, shattering against the train's iron wheels. Perhaps the boy I'd been, Misha, that cheeky lad, would have chanced it. He had his way of staying afloat, but I couldn't conjure him now, not with the child on the way, my face gone round, my breasts past binding. I was a woman in full, and there was no escaping it. Wisdom does not consist of making the best choice among many. Wisdom is understanding when there is no choice and taking the step that must be taken without complaints or sighs. Hoisting my small bag higher over my shoulder, I walked to the platform's end and climbed down, strapped myself into my snowshoes, and followed the rails through the fog. A switchman's shack emerged from the milky white. I knocked at the poorly made door, the pearly gates of this sooty heaven, and swung it open without waiting for an invitation. Inside, a blackened stove warmed the small hut, no better than a wooden crate, where 4 men seated on boxes played cards. The kettle boiled, steam coated the one greasy window. But which was the switchman, the one in charge? Him, I decided, the bald one in spectacles, pencil behind ear. The other 3, railwaymen, a pensioner, a little bantam cock, and 2 burly men, one missing an arm, his coat sleeve pinned up neatly. Fire.